Happy against Satiini, Finland against Russia. Last time I mentioned on stream a couple of times that Finland and Russia have like this rivalry going on, and that both countries, most of the guys don't like each other. And then one the Russian guy wrote me on Facebook. He's like, "Hey Rotti, can you please stop with that? Like suggesting that we don't like Finnish guys. We really like them. We have no problem with them at all. So please stop trying to make this." Or get this rumor into the world. I'm like, oh, sorry, man. I just saw a couple of hooligan videos on the internet, and I spoke with Nama a little bit, and he mentioned it. And then the Russian guy's like, oh, well, maybe for a couple of guys.
Sorry to interrupt you, but did you notice that all the expands here in this map kind of look like smiley faces? Ah, it's over.
Yeah, because of the ESL version, it looks slightly different, the minimap. I think, at least. Anyways, no problem. But yeah, so Finland and Russia, biggest buddies ever. They love each other. Certainly when it's about ice hockey, they really love each other. When we see Happy spawning in the left bottom side of the map. Satiini spawning at the right top side of the map. Satiini once again being the yellow Terran, and Happy is our red Terran. Curious to see, of course, how these two guys are going to open. Cell Naga is very different than ESL cross map or Metalopolis cross map. I'm expecting a Cloak Banshee opening from Happy. That's not a risky prediction, but well, it's something that's quite common on the Cell Naga, and yeah, you will always be able to do some damage, whether it's a couple of Marines, whether it's 1 or 2 SCVs, whether it's a lot of SCVs. But over the time, people got so good in defending against Cloak Banshees already. All of these standards, they really know when it's coming in. They really know when they need to have those missile turrets up, etc. So it will never be an insane amount of damage. Unless it's a very uncharacteristic game. Gonna keep a close eye on that one. Happy building a supply depot behind his refinery. And perhaps late game it could help out against potential Hellion drops, etc. Satiini did the exact same thing. Barracks going up for both players. Early refinery right there for Happy, so smells like Cloak Banshee. Even though it might be too early to tell, but Happy on Cell Naga confirms in a TVT or even in a TVP. He kind of stopped it in TVP, so it's not that bad.
I like how you made the sniffing sound before you said, like, smells like Cloak Banshee.
I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you picked it up.
Of course.
Alright. Of course, whenever you feel better again, feel free to join in. Until then, I'm just running solo.
I'll be here sporadic.
Okay, that's fine. You can jump in now and then. Give if I miss something, you know. You're in the game after all.
I am.
So we do still have 4 eyes, even though we have 1 mouth. It's 4 eyes. So you see Satiini right now earning from this refinery on the, or just mining from 1 single refinery is actually what I tried to say. No second refinery as of yet, but well, both players are only at 16 supply, so it would be quite unusual if he was mining from 2 refineries. Early TVT, I never really know what to point out. I feel in PvP. Yeah, you have more space to mix up your build order a little bit. Same goes for Zerg. I mean, whenever you throw the pool down, whenever the hedge. In a TVD, when both players open exact mirror build in the early stage, it's really not that much to mention. Early factory right there for Happy, but still no. Well, still no. He's only at 19 supply. No second refinery as of yet. Satiini currently at 20 supply. He's going to open up with that Reaper after that Marine. So he's probably going to use that Reaper to get some additional scouting information. So one Marine Reaper into expand, while meanwhile Happy goes for that second refinery. So it still smells like Cloak Banshee, but
sure does.
We're gonna figure that out soon. Satiini probably knows this as well, though. Everyone in Europe, at least on high level, whenever you play Happy, you know you're gonna have to face Cloak Banshee. Salsa wrote this a while ago as well, like in a private channel. He's like, guys, trust me, whenever you play Happy, you go 1 gate, you don't make units, you go fast expand, you make a Robo and a Stargate. Doesn't matter, you don't have units. You're gonna have 2 Phoenix and an Observer, and they will nullify his Cloak Banshee.
Sounds legit.
Yeah, sounds legit. Well, back then, Happy really did it every single game, and then, yeah, you might as well play like that.
By the way, did you see, you obviously saw Sensei play real life on Home Story, right? Mm-hmm. Doesn't he look like a fucking machine? Sorry, excuse me, my language again. But, like, I've seen him play on the stream, and he looks like a machine, man.
You mean because he spams his mouth so much, like left to right, left to right?
No, like he's looking so focused, and it's like I'm watching him play in double speed, and the way he's moving his mouse, and like it looks really strange to me. Yeah,
well, Sasa actually has a very low sensitivity on his mouse, so that's why his hand is moving so fast. I mean, he thinks.
But I like that, because my theory has always been like, in go as low as you can with the mouse speed, because
Really?
it gives you more accuracy.
Yeah,
It really does.
yeah, it could make you more accurate, but that's funny because I know a couple of. I mean, when I had Nama over, both Nama and the Muslim have relatively high mouse speeds, and they are actually they think the opposite. Like the faster the mouse speed, the better, the more you can do. And
Alright, well, to enforce my theory, you know I play Osu, right?
yes,
And with Osu, like that, like aim is like so important. It's all about aim, and that's like really like I go as low as possible there. And I mean, moving more with your arm is, I mean, as long as you can do it, you know, like
Yeah.
if it's like doable, you should do it, because yeah, you have to move more. It costs you more energy, but it's gonna make you so much more accurate and efficient. I can't even begin to explain.
No, it's interesting. I think both sides have a valid point. I mean, I understand the Muslim and Nama for having like a high speed. You can do more in in a shorter amount of time. But yeah, with a
No,
low
but
speed, you should.
no. This is where I don't agree.
Okay.
Because I really can with
Okay,
a low.
one sec.
Alright.
Let's see how much damage this Cloak Banshee will do. We do see Happy activating Cloak right now, but there is not a single SCV right there. Satiini is just going to open up with that missile turret before anything. So this Cloak Banshee is so far quite useless, and yeah, that's of course one of the things that will backfire in the long run when you're starting to become too predictable. People know you go Cloak Banshee, and yeah, Satiini has a relatively unorthodox build over here.
Isn't 3 Vikings the magic number to kill Banshee in one scan?
Yeah, could be. I'm not sure. I'm not not an expert on that.
I think so. Let's see. If he stops making Vikings now, I'm sure it is. If he just makes 3, right? I don't know.
He doesn't have any minerals right now, but yeah, you might be right. I mean, 3 Vikings does sound reasonable for a scan if you get them into a decent position. But yeah, still the movement speed of the Viking and the Banshee are the same. So if the Banshee gets out of range, it's going to get a tough story either way. Anyway, 54 supply right now for Satiini, 53 for Happy. Here come 2 Cloak Banshees. He's going to fly into the missile turret. Loses half HP on one of the Banshees, so we're probably going to see a scan right here by Satiini. Ah, no scan. There we go.
There he goes.
Nice moving shot right there. Will indeed be able to take out one of the Banshees. So 1 Banshee for 2 SCVs and a scan. I guess, well, both players can probably live with that. Well, it's not very good for Happy, but this is a scan and he took out 2 workers.
Oh, but he's moving out with a push right now, so...
Yeah, Satiini once again, kind of like Metalopolis, trying to get a very, very early push, hoping that Happy wouldn't really be up in the Viking count. But look at this, Happy already has a reactor on his starport, Satiini does not. So actually, by the time that Satiini arrives, Happy is going to have more Vikings than Satiini does, so he will have the air vision.
Yeah, and I don't... Why is Satiini moving... This is an interesting choice.
Yep, but Happy can see it coming already. Very good anticipation right here by Happy. I think Happy has an excellent read on Satiini. I mean, Satiini had the good early read on Happy, and now Happy has an excellent read on Satiini. Both players engaging right here, but Happy is in a so much better position right there. Takes out the tanks, takes out a bunch of Marines, and kills every single Viking. Really, really well anticipated from Happy. Mad props.
Yeah, that was cheats.
No, Happy is sick, man. He has a
yeah,
sixth sense.
was well played, well read.
You know he's a World Cyber Games medal winner, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Okay.
But thank you for sharing.
He got 3rd place in WCG 2008, and he took.
That's impressive.
Yeah, very impressive. And he took 4th place in WCG 2009.
So solid as well.
Yep, very, very good. Yeah, he was such a good player in Warcraft 3.
Wow, I can't believe I never heard of him, because I played the game in the first 3 months, but after that I followed the scene on and off, but I've never heard of Happy.
Yeah, well, yeah, he won a couple of things. He won like the Blizzard Regionals Season 5 in Madrid, which was $5,000, and he qualified for BlizzCon. Then I think on BlizzCon he took 2nd or 3rd place, so he did very well there as well. But yeah, he never really won that really big international title, like an IEM, like in World Cyber Games, like ESWC.
But he got close.
Yeah, he got very close, and he was by far the best undead player in Europe and even in the world on a certain moment. Anyways, we see Banshee right there taking a lot of damage. Happy sieging up on the right side. Satiini does have that supply advantage, which is strange considering the fact he did sacrifice a bunch of units earlier. We do see Happy, of course, taking control of that Cell Naga Watchtower on the left side. This oh so important Cell Naga Watchtower in this matchup. Happy building his 3rd command side. He's, well, let's say 30 to 40 seconds ahead on Satiini at that one. Combat shield on these Marines. Does Happy have combat shield yet? Does he even have a barracks with a tech lab?